to do a girls' trip? You ever get all the girls together and you try to go somewhere?
I don't want to go nowhere with a whole bunch of girls.
We're not doing Miami.
Not unless it's the one I'm sleeping with. I mean, for what? What we gonna all do? Look at each other and wish we had somebody here to sleep with?
Welcome to Royal Court, the show where pop culture royalty compete for a spot on my trusted council. I am your host and queen, Lady Brittany of House Broski, and today I'm joined by the hilarious, fashionable icon. Please welcome Niecy Nash Betts. Yeah!
There she is.
She arrived.
She arrived.
This look is everything.
Thank you.
Did the horseback ride in mess up the glam at all? You look great.
No, never. No, never.
Stay ready.
Stay ready.
Well, thank you for coming to my realm today.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna have fun if that's okay with you.
I love that.
I know you love a theme. How's this doing for you right now?
Oh, no, it's everything.
Okay.
It's everything I needed to be.
I'm glad you feel good about it.
Yes, I am a gal who loves a good thing. Yes.
Okay, without further ado, let the trials begin.
Oh, boy.
It's intense. Niecy.
Yes.
In Reno 911, It's a Wonderful Heist, your character attempts to give cocaine to a frozen solid dove. Is that the weirdest shit you've ever done on television, or is there something that tops it potentially?
Oh, is that the... You know, I've been doing Reno a long time, baby, and I would imagine that over the years I've done far worse things. Let me tell you what I really had a good time doing. When we had the first Reno movie that came out, it was called Reno 911 Miami, and... You know, we were all going to, of course, put on our cop uniforms. And I said, well, wait a minute. My uniform in Miami was my thong one piece. And they were like, oh, my God, are you going to wear that outside, like, for real? And I'm like, why wouldn't I? So we pull up in front of the theater and we have a car crash. We all crash, you know, our cars, like bumper cars, but real police cars. We crash them. We all get out with the butt and the big, and all the things in the bathing suit. It was great.
Television history. We're making it.
Wow.
Your Instagram username is Niecy Nash 1.
Yes.
Have you met the real Niecy Nash?
You know what? The girl, somebody got my name and wouldn't give it back. So you know what I mean? And you know what they do? They snatch it up real quick and then they want to charge you a small fortune to get it back. And I was like, not me, over a name. I'm like, girl, you will never be me. You know? So I just threw the one after it and went on with it.
They try it.
They try
really
me.
Try
Oh,
it.
yeah.
When it comes to your dating life, you've said, they all want to wife me. What do you think it is to make someone irresistibly wifeable?
I was raised by women who knew how to do it. And I think that the reason why everyone wants to wife me is because I make their experience with me feel custom and not off the rack.
Right.
You understand? So I study you and I know what you need. And then I show up with it.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? And it is in that place where you just feel like, oh my God, I've never been loved like this. And marry me, you know.
Get in line.
And they just beg. And that's why, let me tell you something. It's the reason, now this is the God honest truth. Okay. It is the reason why I prefer to stay married. Because when I let all of this out on the streets, it's tough going. You know what I mean?
I imagine.
Right. They standing in front of my house in the line like I'm giving out free crack or something. I don't know. But I can't do it. It's too much. I'm overwhelmed.
Oh,
I got to get one place and sit down.
Right. You're swatting them away.
I really am.
You've said in regards to your past, I don't even know what I was doing over there with the straights. It wasn't fun. I'm having the time of my life over here.
Oh my God, the straights are so boring. No offense to anybody in the room.
Not taking
my God, boring. I'm like, this is what's happening over here. How come nobody told me?
I was missing out.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most fun part about the gays?
To be honest with you, as a whole, not everybody, but as a whole, I feel like the community is so uninhibited. And I just love that freedom just to be exactly who you were born to be. or who you decide to be, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
My favorite part probably is the gay pour. You go to a gay bar, that heavy pour. I'm a big fan of that.
Well, you know what? I haven't been to a gay bar yet, but I want to go.
Oh, don't go to WeHo. They'll attack you, girl. They love you.
Note to self, head to WeHo right after this.
Get the Uber going. In Scream Queens, your character says if she had all the money in the world, she'd buy the Sandals Resort.
Yeah, she did say that. Denise Hemphill.
If you had all the money in the world, what's your purchase gonna be?
A skating rink, easy.
Ice skating or
Roller.
rollerblading?
No, not blading, skating.
Skating.
Yeah.
4 wheels.
4 wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've thought about this.
Oh yeah. I want a roller skating rink so bad. I literally called my business manager and was like, can you find me a roller skating rink? You don't know how many times I went up to that man who owns Moonlight over here in Glendale and begged him for that skating rink. I want a skating rink so bad.
I see that for you.
Yeah.
Open bar, opening night.
I feel seen. I feel seen.
That's what I aim to do.
Come on.
Well, Lady Niecy, you passed.
Yay!
Well, Lady Niecy, you did so wonderfully.
Yes.
Yeah, they're approaching. You get scared. These are my squires.
Oh, hello. What's that you got there?
Well, I figured you did so well with the interrogation. We should celebrate with some champagne, squires. Woohoo!
I like it around here.
Get used to this.
Yeah.
Cheers to skinny dipping and drinking champagne.
Cheers. You know my life.
I love you.
Wow. Is this real?
It is real. When it's chilled.
I really like it here.
Look, stay as long as you'd like. You love a champagne? Is that your go-to drink?
And tequila.
Okay, just tequila straight?
No, I like a margarita, but a night in Paris is tequila and champagne.
That's crazy.
And delicious.
Hey, you got a headache the next morning, or is it?
Oh, no.
No, never.
No, I'm a professional. I've been doing this a long time.
Okay, I have something in common. We have a lot in common, actually, on this one thing.
Okay.
We're call center veterans.
Oh.
Now, we have done our time at a call
Yeah.
center, answering phones, calling people. I want to know a horror story or a very memorable, maybe funny story from when you were working at the call center.
I was working for an airline, and I was answering phones at night, because in my mind, if I had a nighttime gig, then I would be free to audition in the daytime. I was always getting in trouble because I would play on the phone. I would do characters, I would workshop material, you know what I mean? And when they say on that call, your call may be monitored, that is true.
It is 100%.
That is very much true. And I remember, and I picked up the thing and I said, so-and-so Airlines, Caroline speaking, how can I help you? That lady was in that tower, she said,
Cut it. Cut
and
it.
I was like, oh my God, I can't do nothing around here. What difference does it make as long as I booked this lady this stupid flight?
Period.
And I didn't last long because I just couldn't follow the rules. Just stick to the rules.
They
You
were
know what I
stifling
mean?
your creativity, girl.
Right.
My God. You're a birthday month woman. Do you celebrate for the
As
whole
everyone
month?
should be.
I agree.
And shame on you if you're not.
Yeah, have some self-respect. It's your
Yeah,
month.
It's your month.
I want to know, on a birthday month celebration,
Yeah.
is it multiple trips? Do you plan it? Like, how do you celebrate you?
Oh, it depends. It's always going to be something different. And I finally have a spouse who matches my birthday energy. First week of my birthday month could be, having a private chef come in to make food and, live people to come in and play instruments and sing. Then the next weekend could be a vacation out somewhere. And then the third weekend could be a party.
I love it.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
Is it difficult to do a girls' trip? You ever get all the girls together and you try to go somewhere?
I don't want to go nowhere with a whole bunch of girls.
We're not doing Miami.
not
girls' trip.
unless it's the one I'm sleeping with. I mean, for what? What we gonna all do? Look at each other and wish we had somebody here to sleep with? No. Not my jam.
Go back to your hotel rooms and just be horny alone.
Yeah, but
that's a
I
girls'
mean,
trip.
if couples wanted to go, I don't have a problem with that. But I'm
Okay.
not interested in going nowhere with a bag of broads. I'm really not.
Okay, noted. What's the craziest thing that's happened at one of your parties?
Well, my spouse rented out this mansion for me for this weekend. And there was a different party every night, But the first night, I did not know. I thought it was just dinner.
Right.
And somebody ran through the house, a cop, looking for someone. They just bust in, and I don't even know what happened. I started shaking. I started crying. I didn't know it was a murder mystery dinner theater. I was like, we haven't seen anyone. You know, it's my birthday. And everybody is just like, oh my God. They playing their parts to the hill. What's going on? My spouse is like, stand behind me. What's going on? I was just like, oh my God. And then I realized it was a murder mystery. And
An acting exercise.
yeah.
Unbeknownst to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that gets fun, especially when you're drinking.
Yeah, I just was like, I don't even know what's happening
Yeah.
and who did it. And come to find out, so as I'm, now you got to figure out who done it. This person, that person, all the people at the party. But the chef at my party was a girl. And every time I went in the kitchen, my spouse was talking to the chef. And I was like, you got one more time to be in this kitchen. But I didn't know the chef she was like, okay, trying to explain to her she was going to come out with a knife in her neck. But I was like,
God.
why are you clicking and clacking with this chef? I don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Get out here and sit next to me.
Right.
And she was like, well, slide from out of there.
Say, I can be in here too. Say it
But
to me
I
too.
did not know it was because she was going to be murdered at the party, and they had to set it all up anyway. Anyway, it was still a great party. It was still great.
A little stress, unnecessary stress. It's
Yeah.
okay. Something you said in your book is that men speak in headlines, women speak in fine print. Do you find that to be true not only in relationships but in your work?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I wrote a book called It's Hard to Fight Naked. And it is. And that's one of the things that I did say in the book. And I feel like women we give the detail of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, whereas a man might say, yeah, there was a scuffle at the barbershop today. It was crazy. That's all you're going to get. You
They're
know what I
horrible to
mean?
gossip with.
And when, and I'm going to be like, okay. So I walk in the shop. Now, mind you, I done been to this shop many times before. Now, when the girl came in, she had on a skirt and a little crop top. And I was like, okay, body. And then she was like, we gonna paint the picture.
It's
because
crucial.
We want you inside the story.
Yes! Gossiping with a man is so horrible. Because it is. It's like, well, this happened. Well, what else?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I need the
Then
context.
you gotta ask all the follow-up questions.
And they don't know.
No, none of it.
Yeah, my director, he's guilty of that.
Uh-oh.
We talk tea all the time, and I'm like, but you don't know the tea. Don't even bring it up. You said it took you a while to see comedy as a gift because you were kind of punished for it as a kid, right?
Yeah.
What was some clown fuckery you got up to as a kid?
Oh my goodness, I got in trouble for everything. I got pinched in church
Oh.
because, I was impersonating the people up there in the pulpit, and my mother was like, if you don't, I swear to God. You know what I mean? And then they put talks too much on my report card. So I got in trouble for that. She said, well, what was you in there talking about? I was telling jokes.
Oh.
She's like, go get the belt. I got a joke. And I was just always up to something. Yeah. Always had a bit or this or that. And my mother was just like, oh my God, this girl is just too much. And so I didn't know it was anything.
And you didn't know you could monetize it.
No, at all. At all.
Oh, me either, Lady Niecy. You've passed.
Oh, I passed again.
Okay, so have they explained to you about this little bit?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm going to have you draw your answers. It's just silly little prompts. I'm going to ask you some sort of career-focused questions.
Do I do this while you do that?
Yes, and it's hard.
Do this and that and listen to you at the same time. I can walk and chew gum. Are these my color markers?
Those are your colors. What does it feel like going from being told you couldn't pull off dramatic roles to being a part of the Hollywood Reporter Drama Actresses Roundtable, winning awards for your dramatic roles?
There's a part of it, to be honest with you, that feels like, man, I knew I could do it. And then there's another part of you, if you want to be honest, that's like, in your face.
Right.
I told you so. You know what I mean? So it's a double dip, but I really do, in my heart of hearts, feel very, very blessed that I've been able to master both disciplines.
I really look up to you in that regard of, I think it's so important to highlight, working in this industry, that women are not, you cannot pigeonhole me. I'm not one thing. I'm a very complex creature, and I want to showcase all of that. So when you say multi-hyphinate, yeah, because I'm going to keep showing you sides, you know? And I think that you've done that so incredibly well, and I really look up to you in that regard. So.
Thank you.
For your role in Ava DuVernay's origin,
yes,
you said it was quite the challenge to bring levity to such a heavy concept. You called it providing provision for the vision. And if you could, I'd like to hear you talk a bit about that phrase and how it factors into your process.
In any given moment in time, depending on where you are on the call sheet, you know, if I am supporting, then I'm providing provision for the vision, the writer's vision, the supporting the lead actor or actress's vision. If I'm leading the charge, then that's a little bit different, right? Because then I am, people think a leading lady means just, you know, someone who's number one on the call sheet. But to me, leading means being someone that people want to follow. You know what I mean? How do you live your life? How do you run your set in such a way that people want to follow you?
How do you bring a lightness to something as serious and important as a project like Origin?
You needed something, you know, some little bit of comic relief or just lightness, a little bit of levity, because, you know, we all know those people who you can't sit next to at a funeral.
Right.
You know what I mean? Did I just tell on myself?
They go pinch you at the
you
funeral.
know what I mean? And, yeah, you're doing too much. Why are you sniggling? Why are you doing that at this funeral? You know what I mean? But you know people who will always bring a light to something, even if it's heavy. Yeah. You know.
You've won quite the collection of awards. Emmys, both primetime and daytime, NAACP Image, GLAAD Media, and more. What's something you haven't gotten enough credit for?
You mean role?
Role, maybe a career jump, maybe something that you wish more people spoke about?
You know, I really, really am passionate about the job that I just wrapped, which is Grotesquerie. I think that people thought it was going to be another American Horror Story, and it's absolutely not that. You know what I mean? It's about a woman hunting a serial killer while she's battling her own demons
and addiction,
and her own addiction. And when you play an alcoholic, at any given moment, you could be plastered, you could be hungover, you could be tipsy, you could have, you know, any place in the wave, you know. And that is the work that I wish more people had a chance to see, because I think that work is my best work to date in terms of being flat-footed in that character.
Love that.
Thank you.
Well, Niecy, would you present us your shield? Okay. So what did you pick for each one?
Okay, so for my favorite flower, I picked a rose. A symbol to represent my family. I put a heart, love, and it's circled in black, because we are. Favorite role is the one we just talked about, Lois Tryon, and a symbol for my future is money and rising stars.
Amen. And I love it, Niecy. Thank you. Would you sign it for me if you don't mind?
Of course I would.
Lady Niecy, it is my pleasure and privilege to induct you into my royal court. We shall proceed with a knighting. Stay where you are. I knight thee. Oh, I love these shoes.
Thank you.
Everything. I knight thee, Niecy Nash Betts, lead detective of the realm. Shing! And a gift for you.
Oh,
and
look what I got. This is going to be my new tequila cup. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Is there anything you'd like to promote to my realms?
You know what? I would let your realm know that Grotesquerie is airing on Hulu right now, but also I had another series called Claws, also airing on Hulu right now. My game show is coming out very, very soon. I host Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Love.
So make sure you catch that. That's on Fox. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. Guards, take her away to the chariot.
Oh, you take me away. Oh, thank you.